Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones mod. We are Lord Paramount Dalton'the Red Kraken'Greyjoy of the Iron Isles, and we are in the Dance of Dragons bookmark. And if you don't know, that's the Targaryen civil war between the rightful Queen Rhaenyra and her brother King Aegon. Pretty much he usurped the crown from his sister, and his dad, King Viserys, while he was king, made his heir Queen Rhaenyra, because at the time that was his only child, from his first wife, Emma Arryn. Then he marries Queen Alicent Hightower, which does a lot of backdooring and intriguing to get her son put on the throne when he dies. They usually ring the bell at the sept and to tell the King's Landing that the king has died, and then the rightful heir will step up into place. So they don't tell her about it till after they have him crowned. I'm pretty sure they threaten the High Septon into making for doing a coronation for Aegon. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they threatened him into it. I think the Faith of the Seven is all about male heirs first. Anyways, I don't know. And before current times, the High Septon usually were, instilled into their position by the royal family, whoever was ruling at the time. Anyway, so pretty sure they're gonna put somebody there who's gonna go with what they want. So, but. Alright, we're in the year 8136. That's after Aegon's landing. So 136 years after Aegon's landing. Rhaenyra is queen now, but she's not really loved at all. There's literally like a couple houses, there's not even a couple. They completely hate her. A lot of these houses don't like female heirs. Now, Valerian's like her just for the simple fact that she was good to hit their family, and she's got kids that are half Valerian. Well, a lot of people think they are really strongs. Now, it's not this strong. I forget which strong it is. I don't think it's Larys strong. Lucamore strong, maybe. Lucamore the Lusty. I'm not sure if it's him or not. No, it couldn't be him. One of them. Anyways, one of the Strongs were reportedly the father of her kids that are supposedly by Valerians. So, I could be Larys. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. But, yeah. It could have been. I think it is Larys. I'm not sure though, but yeah, they're supposed to be bastards of the Strong. So I'm not sure if it was a Strong that was a Kingsguard. It was something of that nature. I can't remember exactly which one it is. I'd have to look back in the World of Ice and Fire history book. But anyways, I think it's Joffrey, Viserys, Jacaerys, Joffrey are the ones that are supposed bastards, but her full Targaryen children with her uncle Daemon is Aegon, which ends up coming into power in the history, and then she has who is it? Where is he at? Baela Targaryen, which is my wife, Rhaena, and little Viserys. So we don't really have nothing going on right now, other than we have joined a faction to put Daemon on the throne, because of the fact that if she was to stay reigning and then she dies, Jacaerys is actually a Valerian, so it'll pass the House Valerian. But we didn't do all that fighting and raiding and reaving for nothing. We want to keep the Targaryens in power. At least Daemon. Daemon's the kind of guy we want to back. He's a good and martial, a really good fighter. So that's the kind of guy we would back. And then his son, Aegon, seems to be coming out okay. So, and I don't know, yeah, he has a dragon. not Sea Smoke, Vermax. And I think his other brothers do too. Yeah, all of his brothers have one. So, I think little Viserys, yeah, they all, I think every one of the kids, yeah, all of them have one. But, like I said, we would back a man more like Daemon than anybody. So, we didn't do all that, losing the lives of Islanders, and losing money, and everything, losing ships, everything, to give it up to a house that just is going to inherit just because their father was a Valerian, married to their mother, a Targaryen. So, we don't really have any intrigue about things right now. I think raiding is taking off due to the fact that we changed our focus to seduction, due to the fact that we have been married to her for almost 6 years, I think. Yeah, and she is yet to even give us a stillborn. She hasn't even been pregnant yet, so. And we got a couple things that up our fertility. We're lustful, which gives us plus 20. Seduction gives us plus 12.5, so we got a plus 32.5 fertility, and we're still not getting it done. Now, I don't know if it's because we're in King's Landing. We are Master at Arms, but I'm not sure. We are abroad right now in King's Landing, so I don't know. I hope that's not the case. If I knew for a fact, I would resign, but until I know for a fact, anyways. Our brother has died from grayscale. He has died really quickly. I don't know how he's died so quick. He just got it. Usually it takes a little bit of time, but I guess his was really fast. But we're gonna have a private, small funeral because, as I was getting ready to say, we're gonna go on a foreign tour because we're a Greyjoy. We belong on the open water. So until everything starts to come to fruition with our plots and factions, we can see. Now this is what's going to make this hard with this faction, due to the fact that we have 3 events that we can do due to us being in the faction we're in. Now, we can't invite the claimant because he's married to the liege that we're trying to depose. Can't demand installation of claimant because, like I said, she's married to him, which makes it a lot harder when you're trying to use the other half. But who knows? Maybe something will pop on its own. So until then, like I said, we're gonna go on a foreign tour here. We'll go on a foreign tour. We're going on a tour of foreign lands so that you may learn and become a better man. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Where do we wish to go on our tour? Show me more locations. Alright, the trade of free cities entices me the most. There are most wondrous constructions in the great slave cities of Giscard. Let me see some more locations. There are many different cultures in the Jade Sea that you should. Let me see exactly. I think that might be Karth. Let me see. Jade. Let's see. No, I can't put Jade City. Let's say Jade City. Jade Gate. Yeah, that was Karth. We might do that one. Let's see. What's Summer Sea? No, we don't want that. Free cities. Giscard. I guess that's a couple of them are only ones. Let's see. I guess we'll do. Oh, this is different culture. The trade of free cities entices me the most. We do take salt wives and stuff. Do they take slaves? I don't think they own slaves. Do they have slaves? They have tiny slaves. Yeah, they do have slave camps. So I guess we go with the JC ones. I assume. We'll go with the JC. Okay. Okay. Short visit to a few places will do. Oh, we can get a shy. That was what I was looking for, actually. Tours should be decent in length. I wish to see all the world has to offer. We have visit Karth, Pharaohs, Yin, Lang, Shai, the Five Fourths, the Jogos Nye, the Bone Mountains, and Dalton'the Red. I really don't care for Dalton'the Red. Maybe we'll just do the one in the middle, because that way we'll go Karth, Pharaohs, Yin, Lang, Shai, and the Bone Mountains. That looks good. I don't really want to mess with the Five Fourths, because they just have White Walkers there. And I'm alright with not visiting the Jogos Nye and the Dothraki. So we'll do the decent anyway. And we go to explore the world. We are on a quest overseas. So I know this is probably going to not make it any better to get a kid, but I hope we didn't lose our position. I think we might have by doing that. Yeah. Oh well. Alright, Lord Harald, good brother, this became my regent. I wonder what, I'm still getting things for fabricated claim and high lordship from Manderville. What, does she have it? Where's the high lordship? Manderville, yeah, right there. She wants to fabricate a claim. What, are you trying to get it? No, I'm not doing it. Lord Drain Orkwood has informed me that the new flagship for the Ironborn fleet is complete. This longship is truly formidable, being larger than any other Ironborn longship. The decks are armed with many Scorpions and Spitfires, and the crew recruited from among the strongest of Ironborn veterans. Many hundreds of people gather to watch the launch into the sea off Pike, and now all know Greyjoy power. I forgot about that. It's been a couple days since I've done this playthrough, and I forgot we started construction on a flagship, which I probably should have waited till that was, because you could take your own flagship, I think. Or maybe that's just on certain quests. Following effects, we get half point prestige monthly. We get 1 marshal. We gain 150 prestige. And Lord Drennan, I guess that's the guy we got to make our boat, because he's the Lord Admiral of the Iron Islands. So we gain an extra marshal because of our enormous flagship. Okay, now it's been launched and blessed by the drowned men. You must now select a name for your new flagship. I name it Lord Paramount Dalton. Lord Paramount Vicken, after my father. Let's see. Lord Baelath. No, we don't want to name it after our wife. I think we'll name it Vicken, after our father. That's only right. During the journey across the seas, your ship was hit by a terrible storm. The ships are. I don't know. Sometimes the way these are worded, I don't know how it sounds like. I don't know, like you don't know English, I guess, but the ships is violently rocking back and forth. That's how it's put. But I guess I'll put it right. The ships are violently rocking back and forth, and you try to cling on to anything to keep steady, whilst your men tend to keeping the ship on course. And more importantly, in one piece. Oh, drowned gods, no. I have one of 3 options. 56% chance your men and get the ship under control and pass through the storm safely. 34% chance you are hit by some debris from above and are injured, but the ship manages to make it through the storm. 8% chance your Valyrian steel sword is lost and we die. Oh no. I don't want that. Your men manage to get the ship under control. Safe to continue on your way. What a relief. A relief indeed. I do not want to lose my sword. Okay. I really wish I could put this up another speed, but every time I record, if I have it on speed 4, it's like guaranteed it crashes. Every time. So it's like a lot of downtime of not doing stuff. Let me go back to Pike real quick. We were done with construction of our castle town, so we could build another one after we have private farms built. Maybe I don't want to do that quite yet. Because I like to get castle town built all the way up to 5, just because it gives you more income. But I guess I could always wait till we come back from our voyage in case we need money for anything. I know with some of these, sometimes you gotta buy your way through after many days of sea, and on your flagship, Lord Paramount Vicken, you have finally arrived at Karth. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the Karthine culture. Well, I guess apparently we did take our flagship, even though it wasn't made or finished until after we set sail. But, you know, why not? If Euron can make 1,000 ships in half a season's time, then I guess we can launch a flagship that's not even finished construction. Pureborn Navahos Malarawan should be informed of your arrival. Let's see, I guess this is this guy. He doesn't like us. As I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders talking with each other about setting up a trade route to my homeland. It would be most beneficial to me if I could aid them in starting the trade route and take a cut of the profits. I may be able to negotiate some good trade deals. So it's pretty much a 50-50. Securing a trade deal or failing. Okay, you shake the merchant's hand, concluding a deal for goods to be traded between Karth and the Iron Islands to pocket a nice profit for yourself. Oh, so I guess it was a good thing. So gain 50 gold, 25 prestige. Good. Okay, Karth. The captain sails the flagship, Paramount Vicken, through the Jade Gates and into Karth. Docking at one of the covered wharves, a rotund man approaches you. Welcome to Karth, the greatest city that ever was. I'm a representative of pureborn Navahos Malarawan. You managed to pawn him off on the captain and slip away towards the city. You come to the Temple of Memory, and at the suggestion of the priest, offer a sacrifice. As you come to the great ruins of the House of the Undying, the representative finds you. You do not want to go in there, he smiles, but if you follow me, we'll see you to the ceremonies for the meeting with the pureborn. How marvelous. So you shall depart for your next destination in a week. It's time for you to leave your current location and move on to the next destination. Time is short and there is oh so much to see in the world. Onward to Pharos, which is down here. I guess you can cut your journey short at any time. I don't think I've ever done one of these foreign tours before. Onward. So I guess we're going right here. This would be Sean Abdullah. I guess they're nice. No! I thought this was Balak with the hair and the purple eyes. God, man, he gets the concubines pregnant like crazy. It's just his own wife he can't. And it's like they're not even in succession, so it's gonna pass to my brother if I die. It's not even gonna be any of my kids. Let's see if we get any more intrigue. Things. No. Let's see. Threats. Plots. Let me see if there's any plots that are enticing. Evidence, trees, and site. Fabricate evidence. No, we don't even have fabricate claims on the 7 Kingdoms. Let's see the factions, how they're looking. Oh, it's dropped down. I guess because I'm abroad. Maybe. Because it was over 100 with just us, and there's more people that have the High Lordship of Rosby, Old Town, the Stormlands, depose Rhaenyra. Jeez, I hate her. There aren't that many. Jaehaera isn't really big. It's all these guys, the Westlands and Riverlands is only 31%. But the Daemon one's looking like the best one. I'm hoping it doesn't just fire off on its own. before I'm ready. But anyways, after many days at sea and on your flagship, Lord Paramount Vic II, you have finally arrived in Pharos. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the Feroci culture. Shan Abdullah Foriegn shall be informed of your arrival, which is this guy. Got a Muslim name. They are the religion of the stone cows. Pharos. The captain steers your flagship, Lord Paramount Vic II, through the channel into a small harbor at the mouth of a river. Must be Pharos. The captain calls to you. You nod politely, then pass through the empty dirt paths. What must be the entire population of Pharos has gathered around a giant stone cow and chant in unison. The sound reminds you of a Yurok's mating call. You stare on from the fringes, bewitched by the rite, until the cow moves and smoke billows forth from its mouth, and the followers return to their day-to-day activities. Bewildered, you head into the Pharaoh's hall to greet Shan Abdullah Foriegn. How marvelous. You shall depart on your next destination. I guess there wasn't much to do there, was there? I'm sorry if you guys hear my cat meowing in the background. He gets really jealous when I don't show him, or I show attention to anything else other than him. But he'll get over it. It is time for you to leave your current location and move on to your next destination. Time is short, and there is oh so much to see in this world. Onwards to Yin, so we're going to Yin. Where is Yin? It's not E.T., is it? Or is it? That's their capital, isn't it? No. Where is Yin? Maybe Yin's down here. I don't know. I assume it's one of these ET places. After many days at sea and on your flagship, Lord Paramount Vic II, you finally arrived in Yin. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the Yiddish culture. Azor Emperor Anbu. That's this guy. Anbu. Yeah, so it is ET. I guess he's the head of the Golden Empire of ET. I guess this is considered the Yin. Oh yeah. It's right here. Alright. Whilst in Yin, I met a lovely woman called Ting, a courtier of Azor Emperor An II. We both got along very well over a night of drinking, and there is clear mutual attraction in the air. Do I dare pursue her and ask that she return home with me? No, she's not married. She's a pretty good intriguer. I shall ask to meet her in my quarters. Ting falls in love with Lord Paramount Dalton. Ting joins Lord Paramount Dalton. Nah, I think not. We don't need any more salt wise. We got enough. They wanted me to back plot to kill Rhaenyra. No, I don't think so. Yin. Flagship Lord Paramount Vic II sails from the Jade Sea into the Yin Harbor. You leave the deck to vibrant Azor banners, flags, and streamers lighting the dockyard. You pass through a massive crowd of locals packing the street. Though you stand near a head taller, your movement flows with the locals. You find yourself unable to break from the pack to visit the markets and see the local productions, especially the saffron. Eventually, the crowd passes the ancient golden palace, its gold-clad roof held up by age-old sun-baked mud bricks, and you make it inside for a welcoming feast with the Azor Emperor Anbu. Alright, how marvelous. I think we got one more place. Oh no, I think we got Bow Mountains and a shot, I think. At Ling. It is time for you to leave your current location and move on to your next destination. Time is short, and there's oh so much to see in this world. Onwards to Lang Ma. So this would be this place here. This chick looks crazy looking. Extra pasty. I had the one to put that like white makeup on their face. Lord Harl is no longer regent. Oh, he died. Poor kid. Or poor guy. His heir, which is married to our sister. We have a non-aggression pact. Of course, he's going to want to see it on the council, but he's not good at anything. I think they're just going to have to deal with that. We got Master at Arms. We have a reachment. I think gonna be good to do. We should have a. Damn, dude, they all suck except for my brother, which is the heir. So I think I might just make him. He's masterful. Yeah, she'd be a good justice here if we get to that point. So I think we'll make our brother, because he's a skilled fighter and a skilled commander. So yeah, we'll make our brother. We don't have any children to train, so he can just do what he's doing now. Alright, we need to make a regent. Oh well, he's been appointed our regent. I guess so. Oh, who do we need to? We need a commander. We don't really have any freaking commanders. They suck. Yeah, everybody's terrible in here. We got one person that's incompetent. Until we get back, let's put him. We have mastered a bow. Who can we make? This will just make him. His opinion's the lowest of them all. Alright, after many days at sea and on your flagship, Lord Paramount Bicken II, you have finally arrived in Langma. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands in the Yiddish culture. God Empress Kiara Arazed shall be informed of your arrival. This pasty-faced goddess. You pass along the walkway and happen upon a slave master beating one of his slaves for some minor error. I shall give them some gold. Nah, I care not for these people. How do I lose piety for that? Like, they're not the same religion, so why would I care? We gain piety. We lose piety. Let's do this 30 again. Yeah, whatever. I care for these, not for these people. We're not gonna, interrupt their way of life. The flagship Lord Paramount Bicken sails into the docks of Langma. I've heard tales of this place. Not too happy with foreigners, the captain blurts. I think I'll stay with the ship. As you pass through the wood halls, you find them and their defenses to be formidable. You head into a shop, and the shopkeeper smiles and approaches. He draws your attention to the goods, but only thing jumps out is a crudely carved gray figure of an old man. As you reach for it, you're stopped. That's not for outsiders. If there's nothing, please leave. You nod and head to meet God Empress Kiara Arazed. How marvelous. I wonder what that gray man thing was. Is this like their... like whatever this thing is up here? It is time for you to leave your current location and move on to the next destination. Time is short and there's so much to see in this world. Onwards to Stagai, which is Ashai. So we're going to Ashai. I thought, no, Stagai's up here. This part. So I guess, well, I don't know why what am I going to a ruin for? That's weird. Anyways, Harlan has been a Leon-able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in the aid of the Iron Islands. It seems right and honorable, of course, to reward him with certain incomes and grants so as to foster greater loyalty. I'll give you some gold. Keep things held down while we're going. Alright. I assume we're just going to Shai itself. Because the guy is a ruin. After many days at sea on your flagship, Lord Paramount Bicken II, you have finally arrived in Stagai. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands in the Shadowman culture. Ruin shall be informed. Yeah, we're actually going to a ruin. The local nobles are having a feast and have invited me to join them. It may be a good opportunity for me to engage in some foreign diplomacy and learn more about the ways of the world. I will try my hand at some of this foreign diplomacy. 70% chance that we impress the nobles, which there are none of. Whatever. Everything is going very well, and you quickly learn about the local Shadowman customs and etiquette and manage to navigate your way through conversation about the mundane and political sensitive with great ease. I truly have a way with words. So we gain 1 diplomacy and 15 prestige. Nice. It's the guy. The captain sails the flagship Lord Paramount Vic II through the Jade Gates into Stagai and docking at one of the covered wharves. A rotund man approaches you. Welcome to Stagai, the greatest city that ever was. I'm a representative of Ruin. You manage to pawn him off on the captain and slip away towards the city. You come to the Temple of Memory and at the suggestion of the priest offer a sacrifice. As you come to great ruins, the House of the Undying, the representative finds you. You do not want to go in there, he smiles, but if you follow me, we'll see to the ceremonies for your meeting with the Ruin. It's funny, they just like copied the Carthon, because I guess there was nothing to say of it. Yeah, we're meeting with the Ruin. It's funny. You'd think they just had a shot. It is time for you to leave your current location and move on to the next destination. Time is short and there is oh so much to see in this world. Onwards, I can never say that name. Onwards to Samiriana. Yeah, Samiriana. Wherever that's at. I think it's up here. Samiriana. Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, right here. This is the Bone Mountains. This whole little mountain thing right here. Let's see terrain. Yeah, this is all the Bone Mountains. The 5 forts right here somewhere. After many days at sea and on your flagship Lord Paramount Vic II, you have finally arrived in Samiriana. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands in the Samirianan culture. Great Father Sami Attila shall be informed of your arrival. So I guess this is Sami. Yeah. Great Father Sami. Your son. How is he my heir? I thought they couldn't be heirs because they're the Salt Wife kids. Oh man, I don't want that. Oh no. Werlag. What kind of name is that? Werlag. We're gonna change that. Roderick Greyjoy. Yeah, we'll guess we'll go with Roderick. That's weird. I thought I couldn't have them as heirs. What? Why are all these other kids not able to be heirs? It's kind of weird. See, like, he's a concubine kid, but they're disinherited. I don't understand it. Samiriana. After passing out the Jogos Plains, several warriors wearing fur ride up and bring you to Samiriana before returning to the road. As you enter, you see women patrolling the wall, rubies adorning their faces, which are turned down at you, watching. You find yourself in the town square as you journey, where the Harkooni people have gathered around 100 young men. One of the boys, fair-faced and toned, is removed from the line, and you watch in utter horror as the others are disrobed and their male parts cut free. The great feast follows, the terrifying spectacle where you meet Great Father Sami Attila. How marvelous. That's how they welcome you to their lands, by cutting off 99 dicks. One of my salt wives have produced me a new whelp. Roderick will be considered my legitimate child, but this salt son may only inherit when I have no true-born sons by my rock wife. Okay, I may call upon this salt son at some point. So I guess we can legitimize him if need be. I would assume. What? Why? What happened? Now he's my heir again. I don't understand that shit. I guess because he's a bastard. Acknowledge inheritance. Right. Acknowledge your salt child Roderick's right to inheritance. Include him in line of succession. Huh. One of these must be true. Opinion at least 0. I guess so. We can just make that. We can do it when we want, I guess. If we need be. But I know Miss Riley be my brother. Alright, anyways. Yeah, we're in the Bone Mountains right now. It is time for you to leave your current location and return home. As much as you would like to keep up the tour, you have responsibilities back home you must attend to. I have started missing home. You begin your journey home. So we're going to go on back to the Iron Isles. Up here, alright. Hopefully I get my Master at Arms position back. I'm not sure though. I'm pretty sure they didn't wait for me. Alright, my heir has had a daughter, which the females aren't even in line of succession in Iron Island culture, so we'll give her a duty focus. Rhaenyra Greyjoy, that's fine. Let's see, we're not back home yet. Hopefully, am I allowed to change this yet? No, I still got 3 years. But, let me see. After visiting many exotic places, meeting many interesting people, you have finally returned home as your tour comes to an end. Alright, so we lose the trade quest overseas. We gain 250 prestige. Nice. Okay, your regency, the regency of Lord Paramount Dalton has ended. We need to get us a regent here real quick. Let's see who's the best for it. Harlow's alright. Actually, Botley. Probably better. Yeah, I think I'll pick Botley. Unless, we don't like him too much. We don't like him any less. I guess let's put Botley there. Anything else we need? No. We need to promote some commanders. Or you need to come up with some better commanders somewhere. They're terrible. I think we're gonna... Oh, we already did this one. Currently in Pike, building Zeal. Yeah, I wonder what the guidelines are with being able to read. Let me see, is my position filled? Yeah. She filled it with the Kingsguard guy. So hopefully this will make it for me to... Oh, go on a reaving. There we go. Let me see what the guidelines are for this real quick. Older than 16, has a wealth of at least 50. I'm at peace. I'm not a prisoner. I'm not a commander. I'm not ill. I don't have any epidemic disease. I'm not hiding or in seclusion. All the following must be true. Not infirm, mangled, inbred, blinded, from age, incapable, maimed, crippled, or imbecile, and is not busy with feasting, hunting, travel, or other special activities. So I wonder if because I was a councilman, because I think that was right after when it stopped. So, alright, well, until next time, I think I'm going to stop it here. We're going to go ahead and start out the next one with a little reaving. I shall do, yeah, some reaving. Hopefully, we will have our wife pregnant by then, because we need our own heir. We are 24, so we're still kind of young. She's only 21. But hopefully, it all works out. So, until next time, it's Last Hearth, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.